All right, here I am. I'm creating a recording on how to do practice assignment 02, and I've got my homeroom class and some extra kids. Everyone say hi. This is a very special group. Yeah, no. All right. So, anyway, so they're going to be participating some, and they're watching along too, and they've got their workout for those that feel like they need help. And so what the very first thing I'm going to do with these first four problems is I'm going to show you how to take a linear function table of data and how to create an equation. The very first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that your x values are in numerical order. And for the all 8 of these problems I'm going to go through, I've already put them in order, but just know that if for some reason these x values were not in numerical order, that's the first thing you have to do. And then, once they're in order, someone in here tell me what is the first thing I'm going to have to do after that to try to make an equation. What do you think, Robin? Yeah, I got to find the rate. Very good. And to find the rate, I'm going to find out what the difference between my x values and my y values are. And we use the word rate interchangeably with slope. So the difference between 0 and 1 is 1, and from 1 to 2 is 1, and 2 to 3 is 1, and 3 to 4 is also 1. And then the difference between 5 and 7 is 2, and 7 and 9 is also 2, and 9 and 11 is 2. So you see that they all have the same rate, and what you do is you take your change in your y value, which is 2, and you're going to put that over your change in your x value, which is 1. So 2 over 1 really simplifies down to a positive 2. And then, now that I've got my slope, someone tell me how am I going to find what my b is, which is my y-intercept. Let's go to Justin. It is 5. How did you know that? You got it. Good job. Okay, so what Justin was saying, in case you couldn't hear, is to find where the y-intercept is, you're going to look for where x equals 0. And in this case, you see x equals 0 here, and so my y value is a positive 5. So when we're making our equation for all of these, we're going to use slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, and I'm just going to use substitution. So y equals m, we said m was 2, x, and then plus b. In this case, b is a positive 5, so I'm going to put plus 5. So number 1 is done completely, and I'm going slower on number 1 than I will go on the others. Okay, so number 2 is we have all my x values are already in order, and I'm going to find what my differences in x are. So 0 to 1 is 1, 1 to 2 is 1, 2 to 3 is 1, 3 and 4 is 1. And from 3 to negative 2, you have to think back to 7th grade on a number line. To go from 3 to negative 2, what is that a change in? Does anyone want to tell me? What do you think, Shelly? It is negative 5. That's right. Okay, that's a decrease of 5. And from negative 2 to negative 7 is also negative 5. And from negative 7 to negative 12, negative 5, and then negative 12 and negative 17 is also negative 5. So they all have the same rate, aka slope, which means that this is a linear function. So my slope is negative 5 over 1, which simplifies to negative 5. My y-intercept, where x equals 0, right here, y is going to equal positive 3. So in this case, it's b equals positive 3. Using slope-intercept form, y equals m, which is negative 5, x plus b, which is a positive 3. So there's my equation for number 2. I'll circle this one too. All right. Number 3, we're going to do the same thing. Trying to find my slope. So from 0 to 2 is a difference of 2. From 2 to 3 is a difference of 1. And from 3 to 4 is a difference of 1. From 4 to 6 is a difference of 2. From 2 to 8 is a difference of 6. From 8 to 11 is a difference of 3. 11 to 14 is a difference of 3. And 14 to 20 is a difference of 6. Now, these look like that they have different rates, but they actually don't. Because when y changes by 6, y changes by 2. But you have to think back to 6th grade when you learn to simplify fractions. I can divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And you see that's the exact same thing I get here. When y changes by 3, x changes by 1. And so these all have the same slope. So my slope is a positive 3 over 1, which simplifies down to just 3. My y-intercept is right here at positive 2, because you see that's where x equals 0. So positive 2. And so my equation is y equals 3x plus 2. I'm using y equals mx plus b. Last one for this video. We are going to find the difference in x from negative 5 to negative 2. Does anyone in here know what that is? Negative 5 to negative 2? What do you think, Reed? It is a positive 3. Good job. And then from negative 2 to 0 is, what do you think, Lee? 2. Good. And from 0 to 1 is 1. I'll do that one. It's easy. And from 1 to 5 is 4. Okay? So it looks like all my x values are different. But don't forget, we're going to have to simplify later. So negative 27 to negative 12. Does anyone want to give that one a shot? Lee again. Not quite 17. 15. There you go. 15. Good job, Kale. And so from negative 12 to negative 2 is, what do you think, Justin? Not 8. 10. There you go. A positive 10. And from negative 2 to a positive 3, you got to think about this. You're crossing over 0. What do you think, Shelly? It is 5. Good job. And from a positive 3 to a positive 23, I'll do that one. It's easy. It is 20. So when y changes by 15, x changes by 3. This can be simplified by dividing by 3. And I'm left with 5 over 1. And you see, really, that's what all of these are going to simplify to be, is 5 over 1. So my slope is 5 over 1, which simplifies down to just 5. B equals, I got to find where x equals 0. There it is. And I'm going to look at the y value, which is negative 2. And so now my equation is y equals m, which is 5 x. And then plus b, well, in this case, b is negative 2. So I'm going to do minus 2. So there's my equation for number 4. Are there any questions? Then I can't answer your question because this is a recording. All right, see ya. Bye.